And the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have released a glossy new video calling on social media companies to reduce the amount of harmful content targeted at children in order to tackle online bullying.
We need to get out of this idea that, young kids, there's something wrong with them. It's the world that we're allowing to be created around them. Please stop sending children content that you wouldn't want your own children to see.
Everyone now is affected by the online world and social media. There is an entry point that's positive and creating community, but we all just want to feel safe.
Creating community. That woman drives me mad. She's the biggest bully of the lot of them. Now, it comes, of course, a day after Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg apologised to families who say their children have been harmed by social media during a hearing in the US Senate. Well, joining us now is talkTV's royal correspondent Rupert Bell, and one could unkindly say they're jumping on yet another bandwagon.
Well, they've always been going on about sort of the social media, and clearly it's a bit of a thing for Harry in the press and everything, and also you can probably applaud the sentiment of what they're saying, because I think in essence it's right. But and you've got to say, well, that's a good thing because they're drawing highlight to it. But sometimes you think, well, the bullying that goes on out there, you wouldn't say Harry has not actually shrunk, and members of his own family have come in for some flack and criticism and sort of slightly bullied them. So it's an uneasy fit, although you have to say what they're talking about. It sounds all very worthy and all very commendable, and actually you'd say, well, yes, fine, we don't want children affected. But you just wonder whether they, at the moment, are the right people to be trumpeting that, particularly with the negative reaction that tends to go around most of the things they're doing at the moment.
I'll tell you what it reminds me of. It's, that comedian Chris Rock who says that, I'm against bullying, and he goes, you're not supposed to like bullying, and so on and so forth. So, it's all this sort of stuff of be kind. Well, obviously, you don't need to say these things. So what I'm saying about these two, you're quite right, Rupert. There's nothing wrong with campaigning against bullying online on the social media. But it strikes me that this pair, the Montecito gruesome twosome, have had months of terrible press, and they're trying to jump onto some kind of bandwagon that will get them some positive headlines.
And you actually look at Harry has had these negative headlines about his involvement with Africa Parks, where there are bullying allegations and problems about some of the treatment of some of the people who work in these parks. Yeah. Yet he said absolutely nothing about something that he's on the board of directors about. Yet here he comes out, yes, it all looks very good. So sometimes you just have to look at, well, where's the consistent messaging across all his walks of life? He should be leading from the front and saying, if there is something wrong going on in Africa Parks, something that he is a director about, then let's look at this properly.
And what are they actually doing about online bullying, social media? But they're just giving a press conference.
They allowed COVID scabies to write that book saying the Princess of Wales was some sort of Stepford wife and robotic. Well, didn't say anything to defend her, did they?
No, and this is where you have to go, right, it's all lovely at a mental health awareness conference where this is filmed and it all looks lovely and the messaging is right. But you have to then see beyond it and sometimes go, right, they are trying to get back on the PR foothold. And clearly, recently, the headlines have not been great, whether from a business perspective or even from a charity perspective.
I think they're a broken brand. I don't think they can ever turn this around.
Broken brand,
now.
yeah, good word.
Yeah, I think they're a broken brand. What do you reckon?
At the moment, don't never say that. Look at what's happened to Queen Camilla.
Well, hang on a second. Queen Camilla never gave interviews to TV interviewers,
but you can
calling the rest of the family, royal family, racist, lying 17 times. She never behaved like that. So I don't think there's an equivalence between this two.
But you can turn your PR around.
Yeah, also,
yes, you can.
What happened
but maybe
was
they can't.
That woman was vilified, and it turned out she's pretty cool, and we'd all like to go to the pub with her. With Harry and Meghan, they were glorified, and it turns out they're the last people you'd invite round to dinner.
You told me it was Feisty Thursday or whatever you were saying, and basically you're clearly...
We've got you now, haven't we?
You've got me now.
We're definitely not left.
Yeah. But anyway, it all looks very good anyway, this particular video, but I'm taking it with a bit fluffy.
Well, I would say the problem with it is it looks too good. It's too slick, and as I say, apart from making a slick little video, what actually are this pair doing about online bullying, social media bullying, the square root of damn all? They're just making videos.
This is the thing. They've got to back up their words with actions, and across all social media, we know it can be a dark space. So something needs to be done rather than just talking.
Nothing against the cause. I just mistrust why they're jumping on this bandwagon. I think we do know that. There you go, Alex.
Rupert, thank you so much. I think we should make a slow motion video of us hugging people to uplifting music.
Be kind. Be kind, everyone. Be kind.